The air was thick with anticipation, the kind that makes your heart race and your palms clammy, as fans gathered outside a sleek Beijing venue on a balmy August evening in 2025. The crowd buzzed with whispers, smartphones raised like torches, all eyes fixed on the entrance. Dylan Wang, the heartthrob who brought Daomingsi to life in Meteor Garden, had been out of the public eye for weeks, recovering from a health scare that sent shockwaves through his global fanbase. Tonight, he was stepping back into the spotlight, and not alone. Shen Yu, his beloved co-star and the Shanghai to see, was by his side. This wasn't just an appearance, it was a moment fans had been dreaming of, a reunion that felt like it carried the weight of their on-screen romance into the real world. What would it feel like to witness this? Imagine you're there, standing in the crowd, your phone ready to capture the first glimpse of them together. What's going through your mind? The story of Dylan Wang and Shen Yu is one that's captivated millions, ever since their electric chemistry lit up screens in the 2018 remake of Meteor Garden. As Daomingsi, Dylan was the brooding, arrogant heir with a heart of gold, while Shen Yu's Shanghai was the fierce, relatable heroine who softened his edges. Their love story, filled with fiery arguments, tender glances, and iconic moments like the necklace scene, became a cultural phenomenon, streaming on platforms like Netflix and sparking fan edits, hashtags, and endless speculation about their off-screen bond. Did you watch Meteor Garden? Maybe you stayed up late, binging episodes, rooting for C and Shanghai to overcome every obstacle. Or perhaps you're one of the fans who scoured social media for every behind-the-scenes clip, hoping for a hint that their connection was more than just acting. What was it about their chemistry that hooked you? Fast forward to August 2025, and the stakes feel higher than ever. Dylan's recent hospital stay had been shrouded in mystery, with headlines screaming about a collapse and Shen Yu's tearful presence by his side. Some reports claimed he'd been overworked, others whispered of a more serious condition, but the lack of official statements only fueled the frenzy. Fans took to Weibo, X, and Instagram, sharing prayers and well wishes under hashtags like #GetWellDylan and #DaishinForever. Were you one of them, refreshing your feed for updates, your heart sinking with every vague report? The news of his recovery was a collective sigh of relief, but nothing could prepare the world for what was to come. His first public appearance post-hospital, hand in hand with Shen Yu. Picture the scene. The venue's glass doors slide open, and there they are. Dylan, looking leaner but still impossibly charismatic in a tailored black suit, his signature smirk softened by something vulnerable. Shen Yu, petite and radiant in a flowing ivory dress, her eyes sparkling with a mix of relief and joy. The crowd erupts, a wave of cheers and camera flashes washing over them. You're there, maybe close enough to see the way Dylan's hand lingers on Shen's arm, steadying himself as much as her. What do you notice first? The way they exchange a quick, private smile? Or the way Shen Yu's fingers brush against his, a gesture so small yet so loaded with meaning? It's a moment that feels straight out of a drama, and you're not just watching, you're a part of it. Tap your screen now. Would you cheer louder for Dylan's recovery or for the sight of them together? Their appearance wasn't just a photo op, it was a statement. The event, a charity gala for a children's hospital, was the perfect backdrop for their reunion. Dylan and Shen Yu had always been vocal about supporting meaningful causes, and tonight, they were here to announce a joint donation in their names. As they took the stage, the room hushed. Dylan's voice, a little quieter than usual but still commanding, broke the silence. "I'm grateful to be here," he said, his eyes scanning the crowd before settling on Shen Yu. "And I'm grateful for the people who stood by me." The crowd melted. Did you feel it too? That moment when his gaze locked on her, and it felt like the world shrank to just the two of them? Shen Yu's response was a soft, "We're stronger together," her voice catching just enough to make your heart twist. What would you do if you were in the front row, hearing those words live? Would you clap, cry, or just hold your breath? The internet exploded in real time. On X, fans posted clips of the moment, zooming in on every glance, every touch. Dylan looking at Shen Yu like she's his whole world, loudly crying face, #DaishinReunion 2024. One user wrote, racking up thousands of likes. Another shared a grainy video of Shen Yu guiding Dylan through the crowd, her hand steady on his elbow, captioned, "She's his strength, and I'm not okay, #DaishinForever." Were you refreshing your feed, trying to keep up with the flood of posts? Maybe you even added your own, sharing a screenshot or a heartfelt message about what this moment meant to you. The hashtags trended worldwide, a testament to the enduring power of their connection, whether as friends, co-stars, or something more. What's your take? Do you think their bond is purely platonic, or is there something deeper? Drop your thoughts in a comment below. Let's see what the fandom thinks. Their history adds layers to this moment. Since Meteor Garden, Dylan and Shen Yu have been inseparable in the public's imagination. Behind-the-scenes footage from 2018 showed them laughing on set, Dylan teasing Shen about her height while she playfully swatted him back. They've supported each other's projects over the years, Shen Yu sending a food truck to Dylan's drama set, Dylan leaving a sweet comment on her Weibo post about a new role. But the rumors of a real-life romance have always been just that, rumors. In 2022, reports surfaced of Dylan dating someone else, spotted with a mysterious woman in a parking garage. Fans were divided, some heartbroken, others supportive, but Shen Yu's silence on the matter spoke volumes. Did you believe the rumors, or did you hold out hope for #Daishin? Now, seeing them together after his hospital stay, those questions bubble up again. What's the truth behind their bond? You're the detective now. What clues do you see in their interactions tonight? The gala itself was a whirlwind of emotion. After their speech, Dylan and Shin Yu stayed close, mingling with guests but always orbiting each other. A fan account on X posted a clip of them sharing a quiet moment off stage, Shin Yu whispering something that made Dylan laugh, a real, unguarded laugh that reminded everyone of Dao Mingxi's softer side. "He's back and she's his anchor," the caption read. Imagine you're a guest at the gala, close enough to overhear their banter. What do you think Shin Yu said to make him laugh like that? Maybe a playful jab about his hospital food, or a throwback to a Meteor Garden memory. Share your guess. Let's spark some fun fan theories. As the night wore on, the crowd couldn't get enough. When they posed for photos, Dylan's arm draped casually around Shin Yu's shoulders, her head tilting just slightly toward him. The cameras loved it, but it was the fans who turned it into art. Edits and fan cams flooded social media, some set to the Meteor Garden soundtrack, others to tearjerker ballads. One viral post imagined their reunion as a scene from a sequel, complete with dramatic music and subtitles. After everything, they found their way back to each other. Have you ever made a fan edit or shared a post about your favorite celebrity duo? Try it now. Describe a moment from tonight, as if it's a scene in a drama. What's the title of your imagined episode? The emotional weight of Dylan's recovery added depth to every interaction. Sources close to the actor hinted that Shin Yu had been a constant presence during his hospital stay, visiting late at night to avoid the paparazzi. A YouTube video titled, "Shin Yu Takes Dylan Wang on a Gentle Walk in Hospital," a touching recovery moment, surfaced days before the gala, showing grainy footage of them in a hospital corridor, Shin Yu's arm linked with his as they moved slowly. The video, posted by K-Drama Express, was labeled as fan commentary under fair use, but it struck a chord, amassing over 800 views in a day. Were you one of those viewers, watching on loop, analyzing every frame for meaning? The gala appearance felt like the culmination of that journey, a public affirmation of their bond after those private, tender moments. What do you think Shin Yu was feeling as she walked with him then versus standing beside him now? Of course, not every narrative was purely heartwarming. Some corners of the internet spun dramatic tales, like a YouTube video claiming Dylan Wang's final goodbye to Shin Yui, suggesting a rift or secret that ended their connection. The video, with 2.7K views, leaned into speculation, but its digitally altered visuals and lack of concrete evidence made it more fiction than fact. Other posts hinted at tension, with one ex-user tweeting, "Dylan looked tired tonight, and Shin Yu seemed protective. Wonder what's really going on? #Daishin." As a fan, you've seen the rumors come and go. Do you buy into the drama, or do you focus on the moments that feel real, like their smiles tonight? Scroll through your mental feed. What's the vibe you're getting from their appearance? By the end of the night, Dylan and Shin Yu left the gala together, waving to the crowd as they slipped into a car. The image of them side by side, Dylan's hand grazing Shin Yu's as they ducked out of sight, became the defining shot of the evening. Fans on Weibo called it the reunion we didn't know we needed, while others on X dubbed it the moment Dao Mingxi and Shankai came back to life. For you, standing in that imaginary crowd, what's the takeaway? Is it Dylan's resilience, Shin Yu's loyalty, or the spark between them that keeps the #Daishin dream alive? Maybe it's all three. As the car pulls away, you're left with a feeling, hope, nostalgia, or maybe a little ache for what might be. What's that feeling for you? Share it, and let's keep the conversation going. The night wasn't just about one appearance. It was a chapter in a story that's still unfolding. Dylan Wang and Shin Yu, whether friends or something more, have a bond that transcends the screen. Their journey from Meteor Garden to this emotional reunion reminds us why we root for them, why we stay up late watching their dramas, why we refresh X for every update. As fans, you're part of that story too. So what's next? Will you keep following their journey, hoping for another gala, another glance, another moment that makes your heart skip? Or maybe you'll rewatch Meteor Garden, chasing that first spark that started it all. Whatever you choose, one thing's clear. Dylan and Shin Yu's story isn't over, and neither is yours. What's your next move? Rewatch, retweet, or dream up the next chapter? Let's find out together.